Listening in the back, the cockpit's not answering. Somebody's staffed in business class. And I think there's mates that we can't breathe. I don't know. I think we're getting hijacked. Which flight are you on? Flight.
We have some planes that stay quiet and you'll be okay. We're heading to the airport. Nobody move. Everything is okay. If you try to make any move, you'll injure yourself and the airplane. Let's stay quiet. Nobody move, please. We're going back to the airport.
It's Tuesday morning, and a plane just crashed into the World Trade Center, and smoke's pouring out the side. Heard this huge boom, very scary, and we turned out, looked out the window, and flames were pouring out of the hall. Extremely scary. We're listening to it on the news. You can hear fire sirens outside, and smoke's pouring out.
Mommy,
Scary.
can you?
Let's see if we could zoom in. I don't know if you can see much. Just tons of smoke.
Tom Kaminsky, Chopper 880.
All right, Pat, we are just currently getting a look at the World Trade Center. We have something that has happened here at the World Trade Center. We noticed flame and an awful lot of smoke from one of the towers of the World Trade Center. We are just coming up on this scene. This is easily 3/4 of the way up. Whatever has occurred has just occurred within minutes, and we are trying to determine exactly what that is, but currently we have a lot of smoke at the top of the towers of the World Trade Center. We will keep you posted.
Tom, we just saw that smoke go up at about the same time you did. It was like one huge pop.
That's exactly what we had seen. We had seen what we had turned around, Jeff. We were at the George Washington Bridge. We had seen a fireball, and I can tell you it appears as though something has gone into the World Trade Center. I'm looking at the north side of what I believe, what is the North Tower, so I would guess that's tower number 1. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is about 3/4 of the way up, maybe even 3/4 of the way up Tower 1. There is smoke now billowing out of the top of the World Trade Center. I'm looking at what appears to be broken windows. I want to say that this is about 10 stories down from the top, maybe a little bit more than that. But there now appears to be smoke pouring out of the gash of the north side of the World Trade Center. My heavens, this has just happened within several minutes. We're going to try to get a little bit of additional detail about this, but currently Lower Manhattan is, I would say as of right now, going to be a big trouble spot, to say the least. The inbound side of the Lincoln, about a 30-minute delay. The Holland, about a 40-minute delay. Let's go back over to Craig Allen,
Tom,
WCBS. Yes,
before we go to Craig, can we stay with you for a second?
Absolutely,
We're going to describe what we saw, because we have a distant view of the Trade Center from our studio here in Midtown Manhattan. What we saw was one giant plume of smoke. Not a very dark color smoke, but a light color smoke. It was
all right. What we had seen, we were at the George Washington Bridge beginning to make our way south. We saw what appeared to be literally a fireball at the top of the World Trade Center. I am just coming up now and looking at the north face of the World Trade Center. It appears, at least from this vantage point, that something
is your mom. It's 10:54 a.m. The news is that it's been hijacked by terrorists. They are planning to probably use the plane as a target to hit some site on the ground. If you possibly can, try to overpower these guys if you can, because they'll probably use the plane as a target. So I would say go ahead and do everything you can to overpower them, because they're hell-bent. Try to call me back if you can. You know the number here. Okay, I love you, sweetie. Bye.
Paperwork and started the fax machine, put the papers in the fax, dialed the number, and at the exact same moment that I hit the start key, the plane hit the building. And you can look back on it now, you can see humor in just about anything. At first I thought I'd blown up the fax machine. I was, it's like that initial state of shock, and I thought, oh my God, what did I do? And then I realized that it wasn't me. I smelled the jet fuel, and being around the Air Force for 30-some years, in one way or another, I recognized jet fuel when I smelled it. So, and we had heard on the radio prior to that about the Twin Towers. Someone in the office had a radio and kind of called our attention to it, and we listened, and they were talking about the first one, and then about that moment, the impact of the second one. And but New York City.
I want you all to know that America today is on bended knee in prayer for the people whose lives were lost here, for the workers who work here, for the families who mourn. This nation stands with the good people of New York City and New Jersey and Connecticut as we mourn the loss of thousands of our citizens. I can hear you. I can hear you. The rest of the world hears you. And the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon. The nation sends its love and compassion to everybody who is here. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for making the nation proud. And may God bless America.